Hello guys, back again for another tag video. This time I've been tagged in a video by AlliReadsBooks, so thank you very much for that, Ali, if you're watching. This one is a hashtag for comic creators tag. So basically I have to pick 4 comic creators that have kind of inspired me to collect comics or, you know, things like that. So these are kind of ones that I've read and enjoyed reading and would kind of try and recommend to other people. 3 of these are writers, and one of them is an artist and kind of a writer as well. So you'll probably guess who the first one is. And the first one, of course, is Skottie Young. Now, no matter really what comic comes out, if Skottie Young does a cover piece for it, 9 times out of 10 I'll buy it, unless it just doesn't really interest me. I'll kind of just contradict what I've said, but if the cover looks cool, I'll buy it. Sometimes I'll buy 2 copies of it, you know, like one to have a read and then just one kind of keep like this. So this is probably one of my favourite Skottie Young covers, is a Spider-Woman one. I just think it looks cool. Obviously he's done some other ones like Age of Ultron, which I just thought to show, which is cool. But I picked this up at a convention and really enjoyed it, so I thought I would get another part, which is The Road to Oz. Obviously he's coming out with a new one called I Hate Fairyland, which was meant to be called something else, which starts with the letter F and then Fairyland below it, but apparently they couldn't do that, so I picked up the first issue of that and the second issue. But I just really enjoy his work. Obviously he did the first couple of issues of Rocket Raccoon, which I enjoyed, but then it kind of just went downhill from there and it kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth. Right, so the next one will be, yes, we'll go with this guy. We'll go for Mr. Mark Millar. Now obviously you may have heard this name, obviously I've mentioned this here as a review, which I thoroughly enjoyed. This was highly recommended by a good friend Mike Lacey, so thanks for this, Mike. Probably one of the best reads I've had in quite some time, if I'm honest. Just one of those ones that, you know, that if you've got a trade or you've got like 6 or 7 issues and you really enjoy the first issue, you just power through the rest of it, and it's sometimes some reads can be a struggle, and some of them they just fly by and you want to read them again and appreciate the art. And this was kind of the same with that. Obviously Mark Millar did, I think it's Secret Service, and obviously there's that Kingsman film which is out at the minute. But just while I was going through my my comic collection, you know, just to try and get a couple of pieces together of what these people have actually done. Obviously he's responsible for this here, which is again just like, this is one that if people haven't read, you know, like you need to read. It's just so good. There's another kind of crossover thing here which kind of ties into them, but I'll save that for later. But this is just so good. I've recommended this to a couple of guys in work and stuff, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. But so good. But I didn't know that he'd done this, which is Marvel Knights Spider-Man. This was probably the first comic series that I picked up all of. I actively went out of my way to try and pick up all of them, because I got the first, you can see there, first 4 issues, sorry, I got for £6. And whenever I started reading it, I really enjoyed it, so I started picking up, and then it was issue 12 wherever he left it. But I just really enjoyed this. Obviously, you know, like if you watch like my previous videos, sorry, Hulk season 1 was the first comic, like novel, graphic novel, trade paperback, whatever way you want to sugarcoat it, that I read. Whereas this was one of the first like comic books that I picked up, and I just adored it. And I have all, I think it's 22 of them, I'm going to say. So yeah, just really enjoy his work, and we'll have to go and see the Kingsman if that's anything to go by. The next one is Brian Michael Bendis, who's responsible for Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is one that I'd been wanting to get for a while, and there was a guy, Sam Palmer I think it was, who was getting rid of his collection because he was emigrating to New Zealand. So I got like the first 6 issues again, and again this was one that I just really started powering through. Just really loved, and want to get the rest of them. Excuse me. I just want to really get the rest of them. It's just really enjoyable read. He's responsible for a heck of a lot, but I just picked up a couple of things. Uncanny X-Men, the New York run. Obviously, this is like the San Diego Comic Con exclusive one, which goes back to Uncanny X-Men 141, memory serves. So it's a nice throwback to that. And he was also part of this, which is Avengers vs. X-Men. Could you imagine that if Marvel got the rights back to the Avengers and they did... Or Avengers? What? They sold it. They lost it in a poker game and it's back. So Avengers Age of Ultron's been cancelled. X-Men, I meant to say. Could you imagine that if they had the rights to X-Men and they were to make this into a movie? How awesome this would be. So Brian Michael Bendis obviously did this. And the next gentleman who did this was Jason Aaron. He's another one whose work I really, as I say, I've got a couple here that I really enjoy. Thanos Rising #1. I picked it up not expecting too much, but I just want to learn a bit about the character before Guardians of the Galaxy and all that kind of caper came out. But I just so good, like a wee story arc to do with Thanos. Obviously there's the other one, Thanos God Above Us, I think it's called, but this was just so good. He wrote the first 6 issues of Amazing X-Men, which again was just a brilliant read. I just really enjoy that, and he does like some book called Star Wars. I'm not sure if anyone knows about it. I might be the only person in internet land to actually buy this. So there's the 2nd issue. I think it's been cancelled because obviously it's just not been that popular because there's no films out about Star Wars or anything. If I am not allowed to use Scotty Young as one of mine, I will then go for Chris Claremont, who obviously is responsible for a lot of the Uncanny X-Men stuff as well. But just Nightcrawler is just a great series as well. That would be an honourable mention then. That's kind of my video done, kind of my hashtag for that, and who I really enjoy reading. Like if you see that they're on a certain book, you kind of think, right, I know that's in good hands. I know I'm going to enjoy the story and things like that, or I'm going to enjoy the art or whatever. So obviously I have to tag 4 people now. So I will tag Mr. Robbie Rebel, Retro-Rebel, check him out. Mark Newton 89. I'm not doing that on purpose. Mark Newton 89. Check out his videos. I will tag Comic Geek 1, Comic Book Geek 1. Comic Book Geek 1. Good friend Johnny. I tag you, and I tag because somebody is always going on about building a community and he wants to get more people involved and things like that. I tag We Love Comics. He has a fantastic channel. So, excuse my spluttering. He has a fantastic channel, so I want to tag him and want to see what these guys all think, and then obviously you have to tag 4 people as well. So yes, thank you for watching, and sorry for my ramblings. You can probably hear that I'm very nasally, hence why there hasn't been a lot of videos, but I'm off today, so I thought I would get this one done, and then I want to do another brief video. So thanks for watching, and until next time.